Hey y'all, Little Flix here and welcome back to another episode of Veronica Mars. For me, it's been about, I think, a month since I last watched an episode. I'm being really bad with it. I wanted to do this a lot more regularly, but a lot of things happened in the last few weeks and it's coming up to Christmas now, so it's a bit of a hectic time, but I haven't watched in a while and I'm jonesing for it, so here I am. I promise I'll try and do better in the future. So this is episode 7 called The Girl Next Door. Not really sure what to expect from this episode. The title makes me feel like it's going to be like a mysterious girl character kind of coming in who might live next door to one of the characters. But I could just be thinking that of the film, The Girl Next Door, because that's pretty much the premise. She's a mysterious girl who lives next door. But that's just kind of the impression I get from that title. Not really sure what to expect from what kind of character we might be focusing on a little bit more for this one. I did get my Logan episode last episode, and that was a lot to take in. I did suspect that something wasn't going quite right in his home life. I wasn't totally sure if it was going to be a physically abusive relationship with his father, but that's what it is, and that's pretty full on. And I don't think anyone actually knows about this. I think from the outside, he's just a rich kid with an actor dad. So what could be wrong, right? So maybe in the future, he might confide that information with Veronica, and that's kind of what would make him stop being so hostile towards her, and maybe they can become friends again, or more friendly at least than what they are now, or what he is towards her really, because she's fine with him. Like, she's not being a dick really to him. But maybe then again it might just be Duncan since it's his best friend. But I'm kind of hoping the Veronica thing. Well, yeah, I think I'm just going to get into it because I'm not too sure what to expect. Hopefully we can find out a little bit more about Lily Kane's case so I can hypothesize a little more who I think it might be. But until then, let's just get into it. So we're starting in the past, possibly. No?
I look back over the past week and wonder if things could have turned out differently.
It's like a 1 week earlier
Would
thing.
tonight be just another dull, quiet night in our apartment complex?
I like these episodes.
Out of the way.
I really like these episodes because it gives you like a whole intrigue and the mystery and trying to piece it all together kind of thing. If anyone here has watched the Dollhouse reaction series before coming here to Veronica, season 1, A Spy in the House of Love, I believe it's called. Don't fact check me on that. But I really enjoyed that episode and I was really like that with it. So I'm going to be like this with this one too. 1 week earlier. I kind of forgot that she lives in like a little apartment building like this, so it's nice to revisit that location from the first episode.
Oh, hey, Veronica.
Is that Jessica Chastain?
Fine.
Ah, it's Jessica Chastain! Oh my god, there's a dog!
I swear, I've just been so
There's so much happening in this frame. Someone did warn me like very early on, I think when Paris Hilton from episode 2 was in the comments saying like there's a lot of like guest stars and high-list actors and stuff, and I did miss Melissa Leo in episode 3. That's just kind of come out in the last few days and someone pointed it out, but I don't think I've seen Melissa Leo in anything. I do know the name though. Maybe I should change that. But Jessica Chastain, I know that. And I love her red hair. Little chihuahua.
It's
Little
just
puss.
stupid.
Why are you putting the dog in your clean clothes?
For my boss.
That's a bit
Suddenly the girl
silly.
disappears. Veronica, can I ask you a favor? I'd have a doctor's appointment Tuesday morning.
Do you need a lift?
Maybe some hand-holding?
All yours, big guy.
It seems a bit
Your father has generously
unfair that you give a tall guy the bottom locker bunk. The bottom locker. Come on, guys. Surely isn't like I'm a short person. I'm not that tall. I'll take the bottom. Why am I offering to help out Logan? What's the world coming to?
You're a big ticket item. We're hoping we'll be able to pay for our new
Don't talk
scoreboard
to him
with what
about
we'll
his
make off
dad.
it. I was hoping you could remind him.
No.
I'll have my assistant call his assistant.
Maybe Miss California.
This room I've noticed because I was just editing episode 4 when Duncan was making Lily's memorial video. It's very, the last few episodes, dark. and like bluey, and the walls are always like a green. And I've noticed that before in other shots. They love the green tinge in Veronica. I think that's her staple color for sure, the green, because the text as well for her, like the show in the title sequence is green, so I think it's a very big color for her. And yeah, the table's always lit up as blue and the walls are always very green, but it's still very like a desaturated kind of tone throughout this whole room. I kind of wonder why that is. Maybe because they're trying to find the truth in this room.
Class of 79.
Okay, I'll do it.
Great.
Your first assignment is to scan and
Is
print
that
all the photos.
the year her parents were at school?
And please.
There's a motive behind that look. Or her mum. Or all of the above. They seem like they're around the same age.
And somewhere amidst the most likely to succeed in class sweetheart, my mom,
Boom.
Leanne Reynolds.
Knew it. Ugh, tests. I'm assuming it's a test, right? Ugh, tests.
If I was gonna cheat, don't you think I'd pick somebody smart?
If you was gonna.
No talking in tests, guys.
Guess Mrs. Daniels ain't giving it up at home.
Detention.
See me after class, both of you.
Are they
I'll
gonna
tell you where to
get like,
report for detention.
they're gonna get chummy or something this episode? That's not how you deal cards for solitaire. Ooh, that's not good. I thought they lived on the top part, like building, but they're on the bottom, I guess. From this, it's definitely Jessica Chastain's scream. So at least she looked through the window, or tries to. Usually people just barge in to see if the door's unlocked. At least she looked through the window first.
His precious girlfriend. I love to see the look on his face when he finds out you tapped that fine white ass. Hey, you shut your mouth with that, man.
Right. Okay, so that's why he was upset. I didn't comment on it, but during the memorial he wiped away tears and stuff after the video finished, so that's why. And $50, Logan's in a stall. Yep, we're not we are following them. Okay, maybe he wasn't in a stall. I lost $50.
Did you know that your dad and my mom were king and queen of the prom?
Yuck.
Which I guess means they were like a couple or something. Why is Duncan pretending I no longer exist?
Oh, he broke up with her before the death of his sister.
He's a freak.
I thought it was
I don't know,
after.
his sister-
Makes him a bit more of a douche.
You know, I don't know what you people would do without me.
Solve crimes.
Freaked and ran off.
Yep.
Then why'd I hear a thud and a scream?
So get these dark fantasies out of your head. That must have been when I cracked her head open with the candlestick and she crumpled to the ground. No, wait. That was Professor
I was
Plum.
gonna say, sounds like Cluedo.
I'm seriously worried.
You are seriously paranoid is what you are.
She has a right to
I
be.
didn't hear it.
Her friend
Maybe I
died.
slept through it.
She breaking in now. Just when I praised you before, Veronica, about not like opening the door straight away when no one answered. Hello. Puppy. I mean, if you get caught, how are you gonna explain this? See? Gonna get busted. I mean, you could see it was a gun. Did you really need to get the pencil to pick it up? Get out. Whole ass. Jump out the window into the pool. You could make it. Put him down so he could run to him so he doesn't find you.
They were a beautiful couple.
So they were a couple?
No, they were the couple. Very lovey-dovey.
It's for the best, Veronica. I know that it doesn't seem like it right now, but it is. You deserve better.
I want to know what it is too. Because I honestly thought he broke up with her after the death and the whole her dad thing. They haven't done that before. So I was really interested to know why he just ghosted her essentially. Did they put the pole through the car? I mean, how? But also I don't get logistically how that's possible. Do they dig up the pole and then move the car there and then like got ladders and then mounted it in? That's just impossible.
Right, the DNA test. Could you explain to me what that means?
To check that the
Sarah's
baby...
It wasn't Andre's.
Even I know what that means.
He's getting all the credit for sticking Mr. Daniels' car on the flagpole.
You can't just get away with this, young man.
Yeah, I didn't think I could.
Oh, it's those boots.
So what kind of punishment are we talking about?
Oh, God.
Maybe the guy that raped her is the baby's father.
She was raped?
Yeah. It's one of the reasons she left her hometown and followed Andre here.
She told you that?
Yeah. Like you said, spent a lot of time together.
Did she say who it was?
Never.
I was wondering when this kind of would come back up for Veronica. I mean, it has not been said since the pilot episode. It hasn't been brought up. It hasn't been referenced. Nothing. It's just been dead silence. So I figured that this would have to come up eventually. I was thinking maybe a bit more around the midpoint of the season, more directly with Veronica's experience. But this is enough to be a triggering event for her to kind of reflect. But the way that he said that was so cavalier. And I'm not, like, she might have told him, but then again, if they were, maybe they're more closer than he's seeming, making them out to be. Especially because she stayed at his place once when they were having a fight, her and Andre. But, I mean, she probably, I don't know, it was just the way the line was delivered where I'm not 100% sure until it's actual proof. But it's going to bring up a lot of stuff for Veronica, and I wonder if she'll tell her dad that, and then he kind of believes it but doesn't push too much about it, and then she tells him about what happened to her. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But it's going to be quite triggering for Veronica now.
You realize you're paranoid.
I do. Everyone reminds me. But it doesn't mean I'm not right. I want the journal. It's going to help me find her.
Why do you have Lily's name on your arm?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
It could be any other Lily, let's be honest.
Lily's my little sister's name, man.
Yeah, well, it's not, but exactly. It could be any other Lily, ever.
You put your hands on me like that again, you'll lose one of them.
You found me.
Yep.
Everyone's worried about you.
She's going to open up to her about it, maybe? Her past experience.
I think you've got a future as a highly paid, Ivy League educated executive of some sort who never thinks about private investigation again.
I don't think that happens, bro.
You're gonna have to deal with them sometime.
You're right.
So, was it something happens with her parents?
I have to say, I still really don't trust Andre.
The baby's not his. And he said it didn't matter.
Which in itself is all sorts of freakish.
Or it's a testament to how much he loves her. A man's got to be pretty committed to a woman who agreed to raise another man's child. Do you know who the real father is?
This is what I was thinking before, but I didn't say anything.
What?
Is she actually her Keith's daughter?
You raped me, you raped me. These are our lives. You are our lives.
Ooh, it's a stepfather, was it?
You're not gonna hurt me again.
Open up!
Good shot. So,
Sure, the real tragedy happened long before I came along. I just brought it to the surface. But are some things better left buried?
kind of reflecting upon her, I think. Alright, so that was The Girl Next Door, so it literally was The Girl Next Door, which is interesting, Jessica Chastain in it. It wasn't so much about, Wallace wasn't even in that episode. We had some more like character development of Logan, but it wasn't really too heavy on any of the major plot for the season. It was just kind of showing another case and Veronica's desire to help people, and it also directly reflected back to her own past experiences and trauma with Sarah's character. And as I said during the reaction, her past experience has never been talked about or referenced to or shown in flashbacks or anything like that since the first episode. So it was kind of interesting to touch back on that, because at the end of the day, Veronica still lives with that, and it's not going away anytime soon, and I'm assuming it's going to play a lot of a bigger role later on. Yeah, there's not too much, I don't think, to say so much about that episode. It was kind of also showing more relationship with her father. Father, maybe. There's a whole thing about her mum being a couple with Jake Kane. So I feel like when her father was asking, oh, do you know who Sarah's baby's father is, something clicked in her head about possibly something. But that's just a minor little thing that might not even be true, or nothing may come of it. But I feel like it will be, at least she'll investigate it a little bit. But yeah, I think that's probably where I'll leave it for today. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I did just see, because it just automatically comes up in like 5 seconds, the new one will play. The next episode's called Like a Virgin, so I feel like that might do with some more of backstory with Veronica and that whole experience, maybe. I didn't read anything else apart from that, and I'm not going to, because I like to be surprised. So thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up to date with the rest of the series and can check out some other content on my channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!